welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is my city on Medieval Dynasty. Quite proud of it, took me a while, but I'll show you a tour of the city. So if we have a look at the map, we all started with that one little shack near the main town. So mine was around here. Almost froze to death in winter, but I built it there thinking that it's easy to get to. I was never going to build a city there. So I built my first city, I think like most people, up here where we sort of get where the bridge is. I started with one main street and then ran out of space. There was an angry hog behind in this sort of region, but then decided to knock it down, or not knock it down, build a new one while I was still making that one. So my second city would have been around here somewhere. And again, it wasn't designed very well. All the streets were very tight, there were no luscious boulevards. They started at the farms at the front, not really great, and it just got too hilly towards the back. Great access to the town though. So this is my third city, which you've learnt a lot of lessons from, where I have all the business part at the front, housing at the front, and then the farms at the back. So if we open up the main gates, see, this is the entry point. I've actually run out of buildings, so I can't actually have any more buildings. I've got one left over, which I want to make into have some cows. So at the start, you'll see markets. My first tavern, that's there, nice and welcoming. And then on the right, we have our sort of production, manufacturing buildings. We have two storehouses there on the right. We have our hunters, our workshop, our well, so I try to make it a bit of a district. You'll see the houses, and behind that, more production, houses, so the kitchen, woodworking, my second kitchen, because I want to try and make better food, less of it. This is the other tavern. This used to be where all the animals were kept, but I got to the point where the workers were actually stepping on the animals the whole time. So rid of that. Storehouse. This is where we start opening up. So all along one of the boulevards, that's the barn. And my first orchard, that's there. So it produces well, but not enough. So I'll have to build another one. Houses, each house is the same, so that mid-level one, stone, a little front yard, and they back onto each other. Here a bit of a square amongst all the houses, quite popular, particularly in winter with the fire. And you'll see just rows and rows of houses in there. My house is on the left, it's rather well suited. Be careful when you make these types of fences, there is a back and front version of these fences. I kept some berries there. I did need another food storage, so that one is there on the left. And more houses, each house has a lamp as well, and a bearskin rug and lighting to go as part of it. So all these houses are exactly the same. Both lights, bearskin rug, nice and warm in the winter time. So we'll go to the farming area. This is the windmill. When I first saw a windmill, I thought it was the best building in the game. So now I've got my own. Farmer's shack, which did get introduced quite late. I know I had to build a couple of them. And this is where the farms are on the... Alright, so I've got 4 big farms. I've got flax, there's 2 of them. And then one of them as a mixture between flax, rye and oats, and the other one produces food. We have our aviary, our beehive. This is where I've put in some more fruit trees, but it's going to be moved because this is a continuation of a road. I just put it there. These are some of the animals I do keep, all the geese. Heaps of eggs. I make a lot of money selling feathers. I'm not going to lie, I've got about 15,000 of them now. I get down to 10,000. More roads, this is where sheep are. I haven't made use of the wool yet. They still produce manure. goats for milk. I'm going to get rid of the goats and build a ones for cows. Just have cows. Just don't have enough milk. One for the pigs. This was probably historical because they make manure. A little area. I want to make that bigger as well. You see the stone wall in front of the wooden wall. I got that tip from someone else. I want to make all the farms surrounded in stone. So that's another project. And this is where the horses live. So again, it's quite small. I want to extend it out. A job for another video. So I have a few horses that are in there. As you can see, the overview of the town. I'll put that path in. That goes direct to the other cities of the south. It's quite gridded. So I've got streets in there. You can see the different districts, houses, my house as well, the farms. But that line is not straight. To be fair, I just got lost in the forest. I want to continue that path all the way across and make it a much bigger area. Therefore, I can have more land for the animals. I'll extend the horses as well. And they'll get that whole triangle. I'll make that road straight as well. So that's a topic of another video. But I just got lost in the forest for this one. You'll see the houses. I think we'll go to my house now. On foot. This is where the horses did not arrive. So therefore, I'll have to leg it. The idea for the fence wasn't mine. I like it though, because if you're thinking that if you are going to get sieged, which really doesn't happen in this game, you can stand on the walls and still shoot out from there. Big gates, so I'm trying to make it as straight as possible. I've been using farmland, or the farm templates, the farm plots, to see if I can get the road straight, all facing one way, and all the houses set up. So I've blocked off an area for my house. I've made it a large stone house with limestone over the front. It's got cherry trees in it, but I'll probably get rid of them. If we go in, bearskin rugs everywhere, because why not? I've got curtains in all the windows, and lights as well. Put shelves in. So I think the Lord of the Manor should have the best house in there, but it doesn't stop people from coming in, those gates. It's a little town square. People love that area. Always busy. And we'll go have a look at the food situation. So I'm trying to make sure that food is probably that top 5 or 6 food, more the pies and the tarts. So I'm transitioning to that. Lots of wine, but transitioning to tarts. I keep running out of eggs. I think that's the biggest one. So I'm going to get rid of, make that make the geese house bigger and have more eggs, more producing females producing eggs. Dried meat, so all the flatbreads, the breads are coming in. Always got lots of meat for this. So I will start getting away from the soups, and maybe deal with those tarts, the pies as well, and breads. That's what the focus is now. So too many scrambled eggs. This is what's costing the eggs. So I've stopped making scrambled eggs now, so hopefully I can regain some eggs. I've stopped making eggs with mushrooms as well. So I've stopped making stews and soups. So I am transitioning to the better soups, better meals for that one. May produce a bit less, but it'll be better in the long run, and I can start selling them after that. Gifts, always got to have a supply of gifts. Don't know what's going to happen in the future. So I want to make all these farms bricks, stone walls all the way around. Be careful when you do that, because you don't want to accidentally destroy the whole farm. I've heard it happen before. It's not fun. As you can see, the whole